Doubt is a shadow that visits every heart at some point in life. It creeps in silently, in moments of hardship, grief, or confusion, and whispers questions that weaken the soul. Is God really with me? Why did this happen to me? Why do prayers remain unanswered? These questions are not signs of disbelief, but reminders of our human fragility. Every believer at some point must wrestle with doubt, for it is through that struggle that faith becomes real, mature, and unshakable. Faith is not born in comfort. It is forged in trials. When everything goes right, faith feels easy. But when life collapses around us, that is when faith is truly tested. A believer who holds on to hope in darkness discovers the true strength of conviction. Just as gold is purified by fire, so is faith refined through hardship. The storms of life do not destroy faith. They cleanse it of weakness and make it pure. When doubt enters the heart, one must not run away from God, but draw nearer to Him. The mistake many make is turning to the world for answers that only the Creator can provide. Worldly distractions, pleasure, wealth, validation only deepen the emptiness. But when a person falls in prostration, sincerely pouring out their fears before Allah, that very act becomes the bridge back to faith. Prayer, reflection, and remembrance, dhikr, are the medicines for doubt, for they turn anxiety into tranquility and confusion into clarity. The Holy Quran reminds us in Surah Al-Baqarah 286, Allah does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear. This verse is not just reassurance, it is a promise. Every trial that brings doubt is, in reality, a divine opportunity to rebuild trust in the one who knows us better than we know ourselves. When faith is shaken, let the believer remember that even the prophets faced moments of distress. Prophet Ibrahim questioned the process of resurrection to strengthen his heart, and Prophet Musa felt fear before Pharaoh. Yet in their moments of hesitation, they turned toward Allah, not away from Him. To rebuild faith is to rebuild the connection between heart and Creator. It begins with humility, admitting that our understanding is limited, but God's wisdom is infinite. It grows with gratitude, recognizing that every breath, every sunrise, every second chance is a mercy undeserved. And it is completed with repentance, the act of returning to the one who never abandons his servant. No matter how lost they have been, doubt may weaken belief, but it cannot destroy it, unless we choose to surrender to despair. Faith can always be rebuilt, stronger than before, if the heart kneels in sincerity. Rebuilding faith means replacing fear with remembrance, impatience with prayer, and hopelessness with submission. When we surrender to God's plan, even pain becomes purpose, and loss becomes a doorway to wisdom. True believers are not those who never fall, but those who rise again through faith, knowing that God's mercy is greater than all their mistakes. In the end, overcoming doubt is not the victory of intellect, but of trust. It is the moment when a person says, "I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I know who holds tomorrow." Such a heart becomes unshakable, calm amid chaos, steady amid storms, and radiant with the light of certainty. So whenever doubt visits your heart, remember this: it is not your end, it is your call to return. Faith begins again, not in perfection, but in persistence. And every time you turn back to Allah with sincerity, you are not rebuilding faith, you are being rebuilt by faith itself.